Hi. I know I look lovely, but speaking of butt, Kroger had a sale again. Whoa, don't want this to fall off. You like this gigantic piece of meat on a tiny plate? This is pork butt shoulder. I don't know. It's had all of the names on it, but it was really, really cheap, and it's like 7 pounds, I think. It was like 7 pounds for like $7. I want to say it was like 99 cents a pound. It was probably like 8 something because it was just over 7 pounds. And I found this cool recipe that is it's super simple in the slow cooker, which I'd like to say, you know, slow cooker, you can't mess it up. But I'll tell you, I haven't always had tons of luck with it, but I'm hoping this will be good. I've never made it before. Why not share it, since apparently I do cooking videos now. And it uses Dr. Pepper, which, fun fact, I do not like Dr. Pepper, but I thought if we're doing like a barbecue dish anyways, maybe the sweetness would taste fine. So it says to layer the bottom of the pan with onion, which the lady does like a whole onion in the little video on Google, but I'm just using what I had in the fridge left over, so I don't, can't be bothered at 9 o'clock in the morning to peel another onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this prepped. Okay, I'm gonna season this, and I'm sorry for Blaze in the background, but basically it's super easy. That's why I'm trying it. I've never made pulled pork before. So the fat side, or the fattier side, is on the bottom of this. So I'm gonna season this side and put it like down like that in the crock pot. Those are my cool electric salt and pepper shakers that my husband or my kids or somebody got for me for Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna put this side down and then season the other side. Although I kind of always wonder about this because I'm just gonna pour liquid over the top, so I'm not even sure how well it's gonna stay seasoned, but hey, might as well season it. Okay, so already we're running into issues. This is one gigantic pork butt shoulder thing, and it just barely fits in my crock pot. So my suggestion would be you not get a 7 pound, definitely stick to like 5 pound, but this was the smallest pork shoulder that they actually had because I was trying, knowing the unlikeliness of my kids eating very much of it, I was looking for a smaller one, and this is all I could get. So we're gonna work with it. Because that's what you do, you live and learn and you take chances, and it either works out or it doesn't. Plus, I figure I can salvage it regardless. I mean, there's usually something that can be done. And yes, I know these are really huge, like peppercorns. Okay, I hope you can hear me okay. I just flipped my mic around. I don't even know if it'll make that big a difference. But okay, so I have garlic powder, pepper, salt. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And then in the recipe, on the recipe I found online, it says to add a can of Coke, but since this is like not quite twice the size of what they have, I'm gonna do like 2 cups because I figure it's probably like a 12-ounce can, I think. So if I do 2 cups, should cover it, hopefully, being not quite twice the size. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so I've got this like 2 cups-ish. My actual measuring cup is kind of crappy and I can't see the lines very good on this size. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it over the top. Like I said, all the seasonings have come off. She's fizzing up a lot, so don't pour too fast. So yeah, she fizzed up pretty big. Obviously, if you had a smaller pork butt or shoulder or whatever, it probably wouldn't be that bad, but because it takes up so much room, probably just gonna lift it a little bit, make sure some of the juice, although the onions I suppose are probably working to keep the pork shoulder off of the bottom anyway. But okay, so they're going down a little. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Okay, so that's basically the finished product while it cooks. I'm gonna let it cook for 8 hours, especially this being so large. I'm hoping that it'll be done in 8 hours. I had contemplated just doing this in my Instant Pot instead of in the crock pot, just because I really like how things turn out in my Instant Pot. But honestly, I'm not sure that this whole thing would fit in there. I could probably cut it. The recipe doesn't say to cut it, so usually the first time I try something, I do it exact to the recipe, just to make sure that I'm doing it correct, or as correct as it seems like it. I may add a little bit more garlic powder to the top, just because who doesn't love garlic? So I've got this on low already. Got the top on. I'm just gonna push back. We're gonna let her cook. Okay, so it is like 5:15. I'm gonna be fully transparent. At about 11, I got nervous that this piece of meat was so big that I was worried it wasn't gonna cook. So I ended up putting it on high until like 2 o'clock, and then I put it back to low just to make sure, which I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad, but just letting you know. So the juice got really high. It was like up to the rim. I ended up ladling out a lot of juice because I was worried it was gonna overflow. So there we are now. Kind of looks weird, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and shred it. Okay, so I just lifted this straight out with a fork, whatever this kind of thing is, which cracked the weight a little bit. Don't mind my plastic cake here. Okay, so I saw like, I'm gonna remove the fat from the top and discard it. The bottom is literally just the juice and the onions, which I'm not gonna use. Wait, I think we add like a little bit of the juice back in, but I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, so I have it all shredded up, which wasn't too bad. I've seen our people who have immersion blenders can shred stuff up pretty well. I do not. All right, so I added a little bit of the juices back in as per the recipe. And then I put like, oh, I don't know, half a cup, maybe a little bit more of barbecue sauce, and it's totally good. Even the kids like it.
I'm making a video.
I am making a video. I used this because it was $1 at Kroger. Because that's what I do. Man, I make Kroger cheap deal finds. So, what do you think, Reed? Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty yummy. So we should have like food for the next 3 or 4 days. Bonus. Okay, so I got potato salad and coleslaw to go with it, but the kids don't really like either. So I just gave them some berries and some cucumber, and then I just put a little bit of the sweet barbecue sauce on. You hungry? You can dig in, buddy. Okay, I know I'm not really looking any better. Today was one of those days where we just stayed home and got stuff done outside, and it's really gross outside, so I definitely wasn't gonna do my hair. But I'd say thumbs up on the pulled pork recipe. It turned out really good. It's super tender, it's super delicious. It pulled apart really good. Like I said, I did in the middle of the day cook mine on high for a couple hours because I was nervous because it was so big. So if you didn't have a 7 or 8 pound one, I think that low all day for like a 4 or 5 pound would be fine. But I'm glad I did cook it on high for a while. So yeah, awesome. So subscribe if you want more cooking videos. And by cooking, I mean just like eyeballing stuff and not really cooking it that well, or not really doing a great job of explaining or any of that fun stuff. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll try to answer them. This is so easy. I feel like you can't mess it up. I say that and then regret it because I know that I could mess something like this up. But if I did this, then there's hope for us all.